Dear students, in my last video, I explained you the voice. Students, I explained you that there are two types of voices, active voice and passive voice. I explained you the meaning of those voices also. Students, today we are going to do our exercises. See part 1. Here we have to identify and we have to write A for the sentences which are in active voice, and we have to write P for those sentences those who are in passive voice. See the very first one. A class picnic has been organized for the coming Saturday. Students, in my last video only I explained you that wherever we are using the helping verb, it means it is the passive sentence or passive voice. Students, in passive voice, I have already told you that the very first thing from which you can identify whether it is a passive voice or active voice, the first one is by. In every passive voice, by is written. But here in this sentence, no by is there. But we have helping verb, and that is has. Has is a helping verb. So that helping verb only has told us that this is a passive voice. Now we'll see the second sentence. First, it was decided that food will be prepared on the picnic spot. Now it is also your passive voice, as here also we are having the helping verb, that is will be. So will is here the passive voice. Now see the third sentence. Then everybody agreed that it would be better to take packed lunch. Now here no helping verb or no by is added, and so it is in the active voice. Number fourth, the canteen manager will be preparing the packets for the class. Here the canteen manager will be preparing. See the preparing the packets for the class. It is your active voice. Will be preparing. Preparing means it is in the present tense, present continuous tense. Now, and one more thing is there, that here more stress is uh, more thing is given, I mean more importance is given to the doer or the person who is doing the work, that is the canteen manager. तो कैंटीन मैनेजर यहाँ पर आपका सब्जेक्ट है, तो इसलिए दिस इज ऑल्सो योर एक्टिव वॉइस. नाउ इट वॉज सजेस्टेड दैट एन अर्ली डिपार्चर वुड बी गुड. Now, it was suggested. Here again helping verb is there, was. So it is your passive voice. Surprisingly, there were loud protests at the meeting. Now again we are having here were. Were is an helping verb. So it is passive voice. Now the next one is finally everyone agreed to leave at 9 o'clock. Now here no helping verb is there, and everyone is given here. Everyone means har koi. Har koi means this is the subject only. So here this sentence is in active voice. Transport will be arranged by our class teacher, Mr. Bose. Now see, it is quite easy to identify that it is a passive voice, as by is given. By our class teacher, Mr. Bose, that is, if it is to be written in the active voice, then Mr. Bose will come first. It will become a subject. Now here subject is transport. Hope this is clear to you people. Now see the next exercise. Rewrite these sentences in passive voice. Here active voice is given. Here the sentences are given in the active voice, and now we have to write it in the passive voice. Farida teaches pottery and art to the senior classes. Now students, in my previous video I explained you that we have whenever we have to convert our active voice into passive voice, we have to divide the whole sentence into three parts, that is subject, verb and object. And then when we are कन्वर्टिंग इट इनटू पैसिव वॉइस, जब हम उसको पैसिव वॉइस में बदल रहे हैं, देन आवर सब्जेक्ट विल बिकम object and object will become subject. Now here in this sentence, Farida is the subject, teaches is the verb मतलब क्रिया, pottery and art to the senior classes, this is the object. Now we have to convert the object, that is the pottery and art, this object we have to convert it as a subject. Now what we'll write, pottery and art are taught to the senior classes by, now we have to add by Farida. Here just see teaches is this verb is in present tense, ये verb हमें जो है teaches present tense में है, और present tense की आपकी जो helping verb होती हैं वो होती हैं is, am, are. And I have already told you that whenever we have to convert it in the passive voice, we have to use past participle. Past participle mean third form of verb, that is teach की आपकी third form of verb होती है taught, और हमने helping verb लेना है क्योंकि pottery and art is given, तो pottery और art दो हो गए आपके subject, so दो के लिए हमने are लगाना है, तो pottery and art are taught to the senior classes by Farida. See the second sentence now. Amarjeet wrote a long letter to his grandmother. Now here Amarjeet is subject, wrote is verb, long letter to his grandmother is your object. Again we have to convert the object into subject and subject into object. And wrote, first of all see the verb is wrote. Wrote means the work is done in the past, क्योंकि राइट की सेकेंड फॉर्म है आपकी रोट, तो रोट है, इसका मतलब हमको जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज़ करनी है दैट विल बी योर वाज और वर. इधर वी हैव टू यूज़ वॉज और वी हैव टू यूज़ वर, या तो हमें वॉज यूज़ करना है या हमें वर यूज़ करना है. अब हम इसमें देखिए कैसे लिखेंगे. अ लेटर से हम शुरू करेंगे. अ लॉन्ग लेटर वॉज रिटन, क्योंकि रोट पास्ट में हो चुका है तो पास्ट की हेल्पिंग वर्ब है वॉज. अ लॉन्ग लेटर वॉज रिटन बाय Amarjeet to his grandmother. Now see the next one. Preeti baked 2 dozen cupcakes for the school bake sale. Preeti here is the subject, baked is the verb, 2 dozen cupcakes they are the object. Now see how we will convert it. 2 dozen cupcakes were baked. Again baked आपकी second form है, तो we have to use the second helping verb, second form of helping verb, that is your were, क्योंकि कप केक्स बहुत सारे हैं वर. सो 2 dozen cupcakes were baked by Preeti for the school bake sale. नेक्स्ट देखिए फोर्थ वन. thousands of tourists from around the world visit Kerala each year. थाउजेंड ऑफ टूरिस्ट, अब आपको इसमें थाउजेंड ऑफ टूरिस्ट दैट इज द सब्जेक्ट, और आपका विजिट इज द वर्ब एंड केरला हेयर इज द ऑब्जेक्ट. नाउ वी हैव टू मेक ऑब्जेक्ट एज द सब्जेक्ट, तो केरला सबसे पहले हम इसमें लिखेंगे केरला. यहाँ पे हमें जो वर्ब की फॉर्म दी है दैट इज विजिट, दैट इज इन द फर्स्ट फॉर्म है, प्रेजेंट टेंस है, तो इसका मतलब हमें प्रेजेंट टेंस की हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज करनी है इज, एम, आर. अब केरला एक ही स्टेट है तो केरला इज विजिटेड, एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब भी हमारी पैसिव वॉइस में चलती है. सो केरला इज विजिटेड बाय 1000 ऑफ टूरिस्ट फ्रॉम अराउंड द वर्ल्ड ईच ईयर. हर साल केरला में हजारों की संख्या में लोग आते हैं. See the last sentence now. Asif created a video game and sold it to a Japanese company. Asif here is the subject, created is the verb, a video game and sold it, that is your object. So now a video game was created and sold to a Japanese company by Asif. So this will be your passive voice. Students, hope that all the things are clear to you people and you will do the exercises carefully. Thank you.